Hello everyone, good evening from India, and this is Lakshit, one the host for today from Reskill, and this is our AMA project explanation session. And this AMA is for the XR Open Source Fellowship Program that we are running, supported by multiple entities like Meta, Government of India, and FICCI, and so on. So today Kim is here from EECS Berkeley, and he's a student, and he is a research student, and is a project mentor of EECS Berkeley project that we you can see on your in the organizations list that you can see. So we have already done one AMA, basic AMA around the project and what our ideal project looks like, and around the basic text questions we have already covered. So this will be very short and crisp. So if you have any questions, that drop in the comment section. Feel free to ask any question that is possible, and I'll try to keep start with the questions that has been asked in the Slack channel, especially that Kim wasn't able to address. So multiple people are asking Kim to help them explore about the proposals and everything, right? So Kim won't be able to help with you guys with the proposals because he will be evaluating those proposals, right? The proposals, it is just a sample proposal. You not need to stick to that a sample proposal only. It is one way that we have told you, like this could be a singular way that you should phrase your idea like this in particular format. You can explore multiple other formats as well, right? For up any particular organization that you are wondering, try mentioning your experiences, your skills, and how do you fit in with the project, how your skills fit and how your skills are relevant for the project. This could be the real game. This could be mentioned in the proposal, right? And so there is this question. I just wanted to, Kim, if you could address this one. I'm just pasting in on the screen.
Mhm.
He's asking about the 3D explanation while so it's in the comment section. If you can check out the comment section.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, so it's more around. So he is familiar with Maya and Zebra. So how he can be a fit in for this project? Is he the fit for the project? If you can give an honest answer for this.
Right. So yeah, it would be ideal to have both 3D animation as well as asset building as well. Ideally, I mean, uh, of course, we don't want to build everything from scratch. If there is an asset already in the asset store, we'll use it and then focus on the animation. But if there isn't, uh, then we'll have to start from building the asset first. So yeah, having both skills would be very nice.
Okay, and now there has been this question in the Slack channel. So, are there any dependencies that these guys needs to install before starting with the project? If you could help them understand if there are any kind of, because there is one project named Ethereal Engine. They tried people getting hands on with Ethereal Engine before submitting the proposal or before they start their contribution period. They are helping them install the Ethereal Engine on their maybe
Oh, I
system.
see.
So do we have something similar with this project?
Um, nothing out of ordinary. I think so. I would say no. I mean, you will have to install the Git repo, but it doesn't require anything like heavy or different. So uh, I would say no. Did you hear what I just said, Akshay?
Yeah, I'm really sorry, I was on mute. So Kim, if you we have already answered this, but still if we can answer for this time as well. So yeah.
Ooh. Hello?
Yeah, am I audible to you?
Sorry, there seems to be some
uh
Wi-Fi issue.
yeah, maybe sounds like, just give me a second, let me check. So there is this question in the screen, if you could address this one, right? Yeah, maybe this has been answered already, but still, I'm answering on the behalf of Kim's region. Like, you should have at least intermediary skills in order to build something with the project with EECS Berkeley, as Kim has mentioned in the first AMA, right? I hope Kim, are you able to hear us?
Sorry, Lakshit. I think there's some serious reception issue here that your voice is getting chopped up a lot. I can't really understand. Can you at least hear me?
Maybe is it fine now if you could help me with this? Like if my internet is not working, maybe I guess there are some glitches with my internet. So if you could address these questions.
Okay. Uh, okay. So some people say I am audible. At least Lakshit is not. But if um, okay. So let me just read through the comments and then answer one by one, hoping that at least others can hear me. So I'll start from Srijan. Uh, you're new to this field. Apply for or first learn everything then apply. You mean when you say new to this field, you mean new to Unity and so as well as 3D animation and asset modeling? If that's the case, yeah, this project may not be a good fit. We're looking for someone who's already beyond entrance level, at least an intermediate level. For the soccer project, what kind of multiplayer engine is being used? At this point, we are now just starting to, uh, I guess we are more focusing on animation and at this point, where we're importing Mixamo's soccer animations and stitching those animations, which each animation is like representative of an action. So stitching each action's animations to create a realistic behavior that interacts with people. Um, Once that is done, then we'll focus on the multiplayer game engine aspect. There is a multiplayer game engine that is recently developed from Meta on their Meta reality platform, I believe. So we're planning on leveraging that for the multiplayer aspect. It's a multiplayer sort of API that they developed to support uh, mixed reality or virtual reality multiplayer games. Okay, Praful. Hello, Edward. I currently work on Android developer, but also have created some basic AR apps using 3D. So I have some music on there. Um, I see. I think I don't see the question here, but I think the question is basically saying, is this a good background? So as I mentioned, so having an Android background is helpful, but I would say the primary aspect is also being at least intermediate in terms of Unity and uh, 3D animation or asset development tools like Blender. So if that's the case, then yeah, that would be a great fit. Uh, yeah, so I think I answered all the questions so far.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
yes, you have.
I can hear you better now.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. So I got some couple of questions on my person. I'm just trying to locate them because I got so many DMs. I'm really not sure how to locate these, first of all. Okay, so there is one question from Praful now. So, like, can you
Uh,
explain a bit?
yeah. So can you explain a bit why are mixed animations required if the character animation is going to be controlled by the full body tracking of the player? Right. So, well, first of all, mixed demo animation is not enough. Sometimes it's not that there are quite a bit of animations out there, but it's not as comprehensive as you want. So in that case, we'll have to create our own animations. Oops. And also, uh, as to why we need it, humans, of course, we don't need animations for the humans, but for humans to interact with other players, teammates, or opponent players, who's going to be virtual avatars that are representative of other human players. For those, okay, I see it. I see what the confusion is with the multiplayer setting and so on. So for now, we're not going to start off with the multiplayer setting. We're going to start off with a single player setting, meaning only one person will be joining with the mixed reality headset like Quest Pro, which we have over here. And then we're going to generate a virtual players who are not other players, right? So the idea is, so the motivation is, even though other players may not be available at the time that you're available, or if you need to learn at your own pace, we want to create that environment. So it's only a single player setting. Only one headset is joining the environment. But as to all the other players, their behaviors are being controlled by our system. And so what is a behavior? It's a sequence, a carefully ordered sequence of actions. And what are actions in this case? Each animations that we create, either imported from Mixamo or the one that you'll be developing. And then carefully sequencing them to interact with you, to react to you based on how the human player is behaving, acting at, at every second or every subparsec, right? It's a reactive setting. Right. Any fellowship opening where the beginners are welcomed? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not the case. Um, oh, with 3D character modeling required for the project? For which project? But in general, uh, for the soccer project, uh, it, it may we may be able to just use the 3D assets. I mean, only 3D character asset that we need would be soccer players. So in that case, we may not need to create 3D asset modeling. But for the rehabilitation case, this may still definitely be the case where we have to create from scratch sometimes, not all the time, new characters.
Yeah. So
Yep, go ahead.
yeah, so I just wanted to answer Praful's question. So Praful, there are a lot. So there are some projects that could be that are beginner friendly. You can try to explore those. Okay, that doesn't require any hardcore. Maybe and as an intermediate level skills that requires very basic Blender skills, or maybe basic Unity 3D, or maybe sometimes JS basic skills. Okay, so you not need to worry with this. So Edward, could if you could address this query because this has been asked in the Slack channel. So if you could address this one.
Which headset? So we're using both Quest 2 as well as Quest Pro. Right. Yes, yes. I mean, we're interested in the multiplayer aspect too. And if you have experience with that as well, please mention with the multiplayer um, setup, implementing multiplayer setup. Yeah, that's definitely a plus as well. So please mention that. And if you have a example of that implementation, like link or your website or a link towards that, which you can mention, then I'll love to check it out. Go to your website and check out what you've done.
Exactly,
Um,
that you can just mention on your proposal so that these guys can look upon it and we can explore if you are the right fit.
so
If you
if
have
you
any,
want to mention, oh yeah, sorry to, I think there was a little delay.
yeah,
So
please go ahead.
go ahead, finish lecture.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say like you can add these points on your proposals. Maybe if you have any extra feature in your mind, any thought. So these guys are open to new ideas. So definitely can just mention all these things on the proposal that make glorify your proposal, right? So yeah.
Yeah, and and also if you have experiences, right, please um, um, not only mention that, but also add a link or website that you may have, or YouTube videos or of those demos, such that I can go and check. And if there's like an open source GitHub repo, please also reference that as well. So uh, on my side, we can check those and see your skill set. Yeah, and also in
Uh,
addition to what I said, if there is additional background or directions that you want to contribute in, such as like the multiplayer setting, which is definitely of interest, please let us know and, in the proposal. Yeah.
yes, and I just there is one more query I can see in the Slack channel about around in the EECS Berkeley queries about the timeline thing. So, guys, I just wanted to make it very clear for you all. So, the sample proposal that we have shared, right? That's not the you'd not need to follow the 100% of it. I'm mentioning again and again. You can that just for your reference. That's a one way you can just submit your proposal. So that we just told you this is how a sample proposal looks like. You can choose n number of ways to make a proposal. That's not something very hardcore. You have to go with that proposal only. Okay, so you can try and explore your way to write a proposal and submit for the particular organization according to the requirement or as per with the requirements. Okay, and now you guys already know what is required for the Edwards project. So please go through these resources that Edward has shared, and maybe you can just check out some couple of more links. Maybe uh, I'm just Edward. I'm just sharing one link with these guys. First, I just wanted to quick check. So I just shared in the private chat. If you could check this, because there are multiple projects that are has been mentioned in this website, right? Around
Oh,
Excel.
uh, okay. Um, I mean, this is regarding not the projects that I'm recommending, but rather it's just about the organization that I'm part of. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, so maybe I just missed out the link where you have listed down your project. There is some that link was supposed to be ECS Berkeley, something like this. If you could share the link with these guys.
Well, also regarding the project that I proposed for XROS, we don't have like a separate website describing that as of now, because we're not done with those projects.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, we don't announce like what we're currently doing right now. We only announce after we're done. Like, oh, this is our publications, blah blah blah. This is our project, and then yeah. So we
yeah.
don't have that. I listed this expertly.edu because I thought you guys were asking for like information about the organization that I belong to, and this is the official website. So that's why.
Yeah, so guys, you can just explore from your end. What so you can explore, and if you have any doubt, any query, you can just check out the Slack channel. Edward will be
Yeah.
there. Edward is there. He can answer your queries right over there. This session is just for your addressing the queries which extended queries which you guys were getting continuously very frequently. So if you guys anything have anything else to ask, please go ahead. Otherwise we can just wrap up the session right over here. And we can. Okay, okay, yeah. I guess there is no question in the comment section. So, guys, thank you for joining in, and thank you, Edward, for coming in again and sharing your time with us for your precious 20 minutes with us
Yeah,
for
sure
the
thing.
community.
Yeah, thanks for
And
joining everyone.
yeah, and thanks for joining everyone for your valuable comments and feedbacks. We are looking forward for your amazing proposals. And yeah, best of luck for the fellowship and keep rocking, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.